Jeff and his work.
An expensive lesson for Wells Fargo, the bank agreeing to pay more than $2 billion to settle an investigation into bad mortgages leading up to the 2008 financial crisis. The Justice Department says Wells Fargo knowingly included false information on loan applications, costing mortgage backers billions of dollars. Other banks have reached similar settlements.
And ABC 7 on your alert tonight, we have an alert for you on your side tonight. You may not think about your taxes until the end of January. This year, however, you may not be able to afford to do that because 30 million Americans aren't withholding as much from their paychecks as they really should be. Nathan Baca now has a look at how to know if you're affected and how to fix it.
The Government Accountability Office released a report faulting the IRS for not doing the math to figure out just how the new tax law would affect taxpayers. Tax attorneys say you can go to irs.gov to calculate what you should be withholding from payroll taxes. You can talk to your employer's HR department to make changes if you want to. And to prevent owing hundreds or thousands of dollars next April, you can pay an estimated tax upfront depending on what that online calculator pops out. Now, we talked to a Virginia tax attorney about the changes.
One way the employers could handle this is if the IRS came up with new withholding tables to increase the amount of withholding for the remaining 5 months of the year to make up this mistake that was made earlier.
Federal auditors say the new tax law increases the number of Americans not having enough money withheld from their paychecks to 30 million Americans. Before the new tax law, 27 million Americans had the wrong amount of taxes withheld. Nathan Baca, ABC 7 News.
And speaking of taxes, it's your chance to save on sales tax in Virginia ahead of the new school year. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be a sales tax holiday in the state. Now, there are a few limits. School supplies like crayons, notebooks, pencils, they must cost $20 or less per item. Clothing and shoes must be $100 or less.
And as you're shopping tax-free, consider picking up some extra school supplies for our backpack brigade. You can drop off any of these materials that the kids are going to need this year at the Navy Federal Credit Union branch, or you can log on to wjla.com/backpack and order supplies there. You have until next Thursday. Thank you in advance for helping a lot of kids out there. This is a big plus for them.
So here's a question for you. You may not want to think about the answer, but how much time do you spend on social media? The answer may scare you, but Facebook and Instagram are rolling out a new feature, and it's to track just that.
Yeah, the features break down the time spent on each app on a daily and weekly basis. You're going to be able to temporarily mute push notifications, and you can set reminders for when you have reached a preset time limit for the day, when you've reached that maximum amount of time you've spent on social media.
What do you think about that? Good idea?
It's a great idea. But they should just make it so that you only get like 2 hours, because they're saying some of these people are spending 8 hours a day on their social media.
That's kind of insane. And I want to know how many of those people are also moving at 60 miles an hour down the road.
Or I call them the phone zombies. You walk around, they have their phones right in front of them, they walk into walls, and you're like, just stop for a second.
I know. That might be a good idea there. Let you know exactly how much you're doing.
Just to be aware.
So we've got these storms out there. Anything severe at the moment?
So the one severe thunderstorm warning, and now we also have a flood warning to keep an eye on. Again, this overnight stuff going into that early morning commute, and that's probably where we're going to run into some trouble again. So let's start off with this. Our severe thunderstorm warning, this issued for the chance for wind gusts to 60 miles per hour. So the heaviest right here where we'd find those strongest winds, basically just off to the south of Potomac Falls, working its way over the river ultimately and up toward Gaithersburg. So I did put a little bit of a track on this for you. You can see not a ton of lightning, but it's just those strong winds right there in that leading edge. So a few times for you, Potomac Falls, we've got about 11:28, and we're working our way toward Germantown by the time we get to around 11:46. This thing is moving quickly, 35 miles per hour. So Darnestown, you're in there as well. If you're in that yellow box, you could have some of those strong winds move through your area. Let's drop off a little bit more to the south. Some heavy rain moving back through Fairfax, through Manassas, and a lot more as we get down closer to Warrenton, going down 15. And another spot, this is originally from that line of thunderstorms that we had. Still some heavy rain moving through Laurel and up closer to Baltimore. Did want to get back here, though, because this is now our widespread area where we have this flood warning. You can see that's until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So again, running into that commute time frame. So that's where we have the flood warning, but everybody in this darker green color, that's for our flash flood watch. That actually goes until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. So the big takeaway is you just really have to stay on top of this, stay weather aware through tonight, through tomorrow, and even through Friday. So let's run through tomorrow quickly. We'll start off at 8:30. Most of us are going to be pretty dry in the morning. I don't see a lot of showers, but as we get to around around lunchtime, it starts to fill in a little bit, and then we'll get more rain and thunderstorms as we work our way throughout the evening and throughout later tomorrow night. This version a little bit drier than I think what we're going to see. I'd be ready for some wet weather right around dinner time and that drive home tomorrow. So your morning commute, pretty good, just dealing with that leftover rain from tonight. Tomorrow evening, that's when we're dealing with a higher likelihood of dealing with some rain. Heading into Friday, we do it all over again. Really want to keep the umbrella handy on Friday. It doesn't look as stormy, but definitely looks like a soggy day. Here's the good news. Heading into the weekend, our pattern finally changes. We're going to go from 80% chances for rain Thursday and Friday, so basically you're going to get some rain, to just some pop-up storms Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures also start to go up, but very typical summertime sort of weather. Heading into next week, though, in store for a little bit of a heat wave as those temperatures hang in the low 90s.
All right, Josh, thank you. A car break-in and caught in the act.
You're never going to guess what